You are staring at the front of a car. And without even trying, you see a face staring back. The headlights are eyes. The grill is a mouth.
You see it in clouds, in coffee foam, in wall outlets.
You tell yourself it is just your imagination playing tricks.
But that is not quite right.
You are actually triggering a survival alarm millions of years old.
Modern psychology calls this visual phenomenon Pareidolia.
Most people assume it is just a harmless glitch.
A quirky byproduct of a creative, pattern-loving human brain.
We think it is cute. We laugh at angry vegetables.
But the modern explanation is visible. The older one is buried. Your brain is not making a creative mistake. It is running an ancient, ruthless calculation. To understand why, start with the visual cortex. Deep inside your brain is the fusiform face area. It is a specialized region dedicated entirely to recognizing faces. And it is incredibly fast, faster than conscious thought. Within 170 milliseconds, your brain decides if a shape is a face. That happens before you even know what you are looking at. This speed is not an accident. It is a biological imperative forged in deadly environments.
Imagine your ancestor walking through tall grass at dusk. They see a dark pattern of shadows in the brush. Is it just tangled leaves? Or is it a leopard?
If they guess it is a leopard and run, they waste energy. That is a false positive. The cost is low. But if they guess it is leaves and it actually is a leopard, that is a false negative. The cost is death.
Your brain evolved to make the cheap mistake every single time.
It is better to see 100 fake predators than miss one real one. This instinct is so deep, it is there before you can speak. Researchers have tracked the eye movements of newborn babies. Within minutes of birth, infants prefer looking at face-like patterns. 2 dark dots and a line. That is all it takes. They will track that simple geometry over any other shape.
They are not learning to see faces from their parents.
They are born desperately looking for them. Because finding a face meant finding food, warmth, and protection.
The mechanism acts exactly like a highly sensitive smoke detector.
A smoke detector does not wait for the house to burn down. It screams in panic if you just burn a piece of toast. Your visual system works using the same paranoid logic. It takes fragmented, messy light data from your eyes. It forces that data through a strict facial recognition filter. If there is even a 10% visual match, the alarm triggers. Face detected. Even if it is just a knot in the wood. Your rational brain has to step in seconds later to calm you down. But that does not explain everything. The next piece is stranger.
You do not just see simple faces, you see emotions.
You see an aggressive truck, a surprised cardboard box. Why does the brain project feelings onto empty geometry? Because recognizing a face is only step 1 of survival. Step 2 is figuring out if that face wants to kill you. Your amygdala instantly judges the intent of the random pattern. Downturned angles mean anger. Wide circles mean surprise.
You are hallucinating intent to survive an invisible threat.
Now compare that ancient system with modern life. This is where the ghost appears. We moved out of the wild and built a perfectly artificial world. A world filled with perfect symmetry and manufactured shapes. Cars with perfectly balanced headlights and grills. Houses with 2 symmetrical windows above a door. All outlets with 3 precise geometric holes.
We accidentally built an environment perfectly tuned to trigger our ancient radar.
The ancient system did not disappear. It changed jobs.
But there is a real psychological cost to this overactive wiring.
Our desperation to find patterns can easily lead us astray. People see religious figures burned into pieces of toast. They see ghosts staring back from grainy photographs and shadows. Our biology forces us to find meaning in random static.
And when we feel alone or scared, the pareidolia actually gets stronger.
The brain turns up the sensitivity on the biological smoke detector, begging the shadows to reveal someone, anyone, looking back.
It is a symptom of a deeply social, deeply vulnerable species. We are ultimately defined by our absolute need for others.
To survive, early humans had to read faces instantly, to know who to trust, who to mate with, who to fight, who to flee. A face was the most important piece of data in the universe, and to your nervous system, it still is. The illusion of pareidolia is not a glitch in the machine. It is proof that you belong to a very long line of survivors, the ones who looked closely at the dark and didn't die. So the next time you plug a cord into a wall, and you see a tiny, surprised little face looking back at you, do not just brush it off as a silly trick of the light. That hallucination is an echo from the ancient grass. A biological ghost that kept your ancestors alive.
It is your body doing exactly what it was built to do.
Keeping watch